And also, I remember when then the iPhone, was it iPhone 6S came?
Mm,
I bought a
mm.
new one. I was really happy about it. We went to a club one time, and then I would think I was drunk or something. I left it in a taxi. When I got to the dormitory, I was like, "Oh shit, my phone is in the taxi." And we started calling it. It rang two times, and it went off. The taxi driver took it. You know,
Oh,
yeah.
really? Why you like that other Jim? Welcome back to my channel. Very soon, I'll be introducing my guest to share his experiences in China. If it's something you like to watch, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hi!
Hey, Mama C.
Welcome to my channel.
Thank you very much.
Hmm,
It's a pleasure to be here.
yes. Okay. Do you mind introducing yourself to my audience?
Sure. Okay, so my name is Paul Coffey. I'm from
Mm,
Ghana, and I've been living in China for close to 8 years now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Paul, why China?
Okay, so I wanted to come to China because my friend told me how China is like.
Mm,
Initially, I didn't have the mind to come to China. I didn't even think about it. He was in China for 10 years and then he came back to Ghana.
mm,
So I planned to go to Australia. I applied for the visa, but I didn't get the visa because they were like what bank statements or something like that. Yeah, so
mm,
I didn't get the visa. And then in 2014, I applied to come to China through the school route because
yeah.
like that's the best way to enter a country, right?
Mm,
And I also didn't get the visa again. And in
mm,
2015, I met a guy who was like, okay, he could help me um come to China, and he helped me. We did a business visa, and then I got it. And then when I came into China, I was able to change it to a student's visa. Yeah.
oh, okay.
So
You were
yes,
part of the business visa
you're
people,
right.
right?
You're
Okay.
right. You're
I
right.
also
Yeah.
came with a business visa, but
Oh,
you can't change it now.
yes. No, it's so difficult. Yeah. You
Yes,
can. I
yes.
think you can change it to a working visa when you come. There are some
Mm.
people that are doing it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think you will need to go back home for the visa or something.
Oh, it
Yeah.
looks like we had it easy.
Yes. That was when China was still opening. And
Yes.
allowing a lot of people to come. But post COVID, I mean, a lot of things change. A lot of things
Mm.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Um, so you came to China for school, right?
Yes, I came to China for school. So I had
Okay.
to do like Chinese language. And then, I was just trying to work on the side, trying to integrate into the system,
Mm,
trying to study China, trying to see what opportunities can come my way. So I mean, so far so good. It has been
mm,
very good. Like so far so good has been a blessing. I've met a lot of people. I made a lot of friends. How China is open now to the world. A lot of people
mm,
come from different countries, and you get to make proper connections, and you get to meet a lot of people, make good friends, and so it
mm.
has been really good. It has been really good
Okay.
so far. Yeah.
Okay. So prior to coming to China, did you have any expectations?
All right. So you see how the media works in the world right now,
Mm,
right?
mm, mm,
We see like a lot of, because growing up, we used to watch Journey to the West, Kung Fu, and
mm.
all
Yeah.
those Shaolin, Fong, and all those things. Yeah. So the perception in our minds was like, oh, China is a very like, I mean, traditional country. Everybody's wearing that those gown that they call it, that like the chi pao, the fu pao, all
Mm,
those
mm,
things.
mm, mm, mm.
Then eating noodles every day, baozi and jiaozi and all those things. Yeah. So I didn't really expect what I saw when I came to China. I
Mm,
mean, when I landed in Beijing that day, I remember there was a whole lot of people wearing Nikes, nice
mm.
clothing and development everywhere. Like, it was a very beautiful country when I came out of the airport. I was like, wow. I mean, this is not what we see on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, when I came to China, I was really surprised. I was really
Mm,
surprised. Yeah. So I think they've really done pretty well for themselves.
mm,
Chinese are very hardworking people. They have a goal. They really want to be. like number one in the world right now.
Yeah.
And then they're working towards it. They're really working hard. So yeah, China is a nice country. I think it's really
Mm,
safe, peaceful, developed. Yeah, it's a beautiful place to be.
mm. No,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah. So you mentioned earlier that you already had your first degree before coming,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so you came to study Chinese.
Yeah, so I came to do Chinese. Yeah, I came to do
Mm,
Chinese and then a little bit of tourism.
mm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how was it like for you as, someone coming from an English speaking country, trying to learn a new language? How was it like for you?
Okay, so I think it was hard at first
Hmm.
because I
Even
really
before that, did you think you would be able to learn the language?
nah, I didn't really think so. Yeah, I didn't really think so.
Hmm.
I didn't really think so. You know, I because when I came into China, because like I knew nothing.
Yeah.
My friend who was trying to help me come into China, he gave me a CD and there was some recordings on it of like Mandarin Chinese.
Yeah.
You need to learn things like this before you came into the country. So I was doing some practice at home though, but I think it wasn't really enough. You know,
Yeah.
one important thing about language is that when you want to learn a language, the environment that you are in plays a very key role
True.
in trying to get the language. Yeah.
Mm.
I never knew like there was one day, like there was a day that was gonna come where I could sit with Chinese and have a proper conversation, have a talk,
Mm.
laugh, create jokes and all that. I never knew, you see. So when I came into China, like I knew like ni hao, dui and then
Mm-mm.
what Qing Wei ni hui shuo yin wen ma, because that was what I
Mm.
used to learn on the CD. And I wasn't
Yeah.
really serious about the language because I mean I'm
Mm.
like, what's all this? It's so hard, So yeah, I didn't really focus on it like that. So when I
Mm.
came into the country, I saw that nah, to be able to survive in this country, you need to learn the language is
Mm.
very important. It's very important to learn the language, So I started picking it up small, small, small. We used to go to class. We used to learn the language, and yeah. So I started making friends. I'm somebody who like make friends easily. I started making friends, and then yeah, along the line, I got a Chinese girlfriend. So yeah, and I would say that is one of the ways that I was able to learn Chinese so fast.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, because I had friends who like I mean who were in the country. They almost came around the same time that I came. Some of them came before me, but I started speaking Chinese earlier than some of them. All
Mm.
right, because
Yeah.
okay, so my girlfriend could speak no English, and then I could speak no Chinese. So you can
Mm.
imagine. All right,
Yeah.
so we're communicating on
And
the
there had to
phone,
be a communication.
of course. So yeah, so we're using WeChat. WeChat,
Mm.
the beautiful thing about WeChat is that WeChat translates languages, unlike WhatsApp,
Yeah. Mm.
right? So I text her whatever I want to say, and she also texts back in Chinese, and I'll translate it. You know. So as time goes on, we are chilling, going out, talking, spending time together. I started taking it little by little. And then, yeah, before 7 months, 7 to 8 months, I was having like basic communication. Like,
Mm.
I was like, wow, this is amazing. I didn't even
Yeah.
know the day that I started speaking Chinese so well, but I'm just thankful that I was able to be in the country to be able
Mm.
to speak it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean, you need to also get the accents and all that. The Chinese language has tones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ishan,
Mm-hmm.
Arshan, Sanshan, Sasha, and all that. Yeah. So I was learning on the streets with my friends, and I was also learning in school. Okay, so I was just
Mm.
polishing it up in the classroom. But I mean, most of the knowledge, most of the Chinese language that I got was from outside the class, not
Mm.
inside the class.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it tells us that whatever we are taught, we should be able to practice because practice
Exactly.
makes perfect. Yeah,
You're right.
yeah, yeah,
That is
yeah,
very
yeah.
important. Yeah.
Mm,
Because you
mm,
can't just deal with theory and then no practice.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm. Yeah, yeah. And you have to be a social kind of person, not like me, Auntie Sue.
Exactly, exactly. Yes, 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 yes. Because I mean, I was going to dinners every weekend. Like people were calling me all the time, like Paulo. Yeah, that's my Chinese name. All right,
Yeah.
Paulo. Like, oh man, Chuchufa, I mean, Chuchukudifa War. Like, I have a lot of people. Like, I had friends. It was
Mm,
easy for me to make friends here, so I wasn't really like I don't want to go out. I don't want to talk to these people. Sometimes
mm,
they can get on your nerves and all that. But I mean, I can tolerate people sometimes. So
okay.
you just have to deal with it, and you know that you need to learn the language.
Mm,
You really need to feel China. Because I mean, you're here. What can you do? You can't just be in your circles of like foreigners and all that. You also need to explore with some Chinese people. Learn their culture. Learn their ways, learn the language, and So yeah, I would say I'm a social person.
mm.
Yeah. So it wasn't
Okay.
hard for me at all. Yeah, to
Okay.
meet
Okay.
people. Yeah.
Okay. I'll come to you for tutorials then.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, so how was your relationship like with other students from the other countries? Okay, because coming from Ghana, I believe you were only used to the Ghanaian culture, and then you come to China, you meet students from other countries, different cultures, different attitudes, and all that. So, how was your relationship with them?
Okay. So I mean, it was pretty okay. It was pretty okay. Like I told you before. Okay. So I went to Malaysia for some time before I came to China. So like
Mm,
I'm okay with meeting different
mm,
country people and meeting different cultures and
mm,
things like that. Yeah, so it wasn't really hard for me. So there were a few Ghanaians in my school then. We used to hang out together. Sometimes you need that sense of community from your own people, right?
mm,
Yeah, so I hung out with the Ghanaian students over there, and then we had some Nigerian students, and we had some students from Egypt,
mm,
Cameroon,
mm,
um, uh, I think Syria, Kenya, and then I think which country? Burundi. Yes, I met a
mm,
very good friend from Burundi. Yeah, she's my friend, and she's in Canada right now. Like she was really my good friend. Yeah, so
mm,
I told you, it's not hard for me to make friends. It's not hard for me to meet people.
mm,
Yeah, I just like to talk to new people, learn from people. Hear their experiences. Like some of the things that they do in their country, things. Like things that we don't even do. Like I just want to know about other people's countries and their cultures. Yeah, so it wasn't hard at all integrating with the students
mm,
from like all over the world, which way in our school. Yeah, I think it was pretty interesting.
mm.
It got to a time I used to roll with a lot of Nigerians because we had a lot of Nigerians from our school. Nigerians are interesting people. When you sit with them, they always make you laugh. And
Hmm, hmm,
yeah.
hmm. You see, earlier I was telling you when you called me earlier, I was fighting with someone. He's a Nigerian.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. Yeah.
Well, the Nigerians I've had in my life here in China, it's like, should I say a 50-50 thing? Yeah.
Mhm.
Some are good, some
Okay.
are bad.
Exactly.
And those who
Yeah,
are
but
bad are really bad.
exactly. You're right. Okay. So yeah. So I've also met a lot of Nigerians in China, but like I
Mm,
mean, I would say 70-30. Like the good ones were
yeah,
70%, and then the
yeah.
bad ones were like 30%, because I just met like two or three bad ones, and all the rest that I met were like amazing people. Like they were really
Mm,
nice to me, they were very kind, they were very interesting, and yeah. So I mean, I don't joke with Nigerians. Like I mean, I've had Nigerians who showed me like real love, like who really like were there for me. Yeah. So
mm.
yeah, I like Nigerian people. I really do like them. Although people say a lot of negative things about them, but I mean, we have some amazing
Well, it's not
Nigerians.
like people say negative things about them, but like I said, those who are bad are really bad. Those who are good are really
Exactly. You're right. You're right.
yeah, because
And I just like the way that they're not really scared of like things like, they're not really scared. I remember one issue we had in our school, all right, about how our dean was complaining that we're not coming to class regularly and all that. And some of the students will just come and make the visa and go around to do their stuff.
mm, mm,
Don't come to class. They don't stay on campus and all that. So Dean was like, "All right, cool. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna seize everybody's passport, keep it in the
mm,
office, At the end of the semester, I'll give it to you guys. And like the Ghanaians were quiet, you know, the Egyptians were quiet, the Nigerians were like, nah, we're
Mm.
gonna call our embassy
They
right now.
always protest.
Yeah. We're not going to allow this. This is our property. Your
Mm,
passport must be with you at all times and blah 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 and all that. Yeah. So I really like the way they really stand up for themselves. Yeah, it's something that I really admire about Nigerians.
mm,
You know, they
mm,
do not fear anything. Like I mean, yeah.
mm,
So yeah. So I wouldn't really say like the experience that I have with Nigerians have made me like make me feel like Nigerians are some kind of way and all that, because I mean
mm,
I've really had bad experiences with Ghanaians also, you
mm.
know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
everywhere.
So yeah, it's everywhere. It's a human thing, you
Hmm.
know. Yeah, but like I mean Nigerians are special people. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to say much, but they're special
Yeah,
people.
Nigerians, regardless, we love you.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Seriously, I really got love for Nigeria. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll still fight with them no matter what. They
You
are
know,
our
we always
rivals.
fight with them and they always fight with us. But I mean, the love is deep. Come
The
on.
love is deep. And just
Hey.
like you, when I also first came, it was a Nigerian. She would cook, invite me, and
Mhm.
all that. Later on, we had our misunderstandings, but we became friends again.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
But
So
it's all
yeah.
good.
Yes. And you know how Nigerians are all over the world. You know, I remember I was in Malaysia, one corner, like some corner view, Charlie. Let me see, some black man with a can like that. I said, hey, Charlie, who this? Let me say hello to him. Hey, hello, my name is Fetin. I'm from Nigeria. I was like, wow.
Mm,
Oh my God.
mm,
Yeah. So I mean Nigerians are everywhere, like everywhere. Everywhere. I remember one time I was in Indonesia. I met an Indonesian girl. She was like 22 years old, and when she came to me, she was like so happy. Hey, hi, how you doing? I was like, hey, I'm cool. Where are you from? I was like, I'm from Ghana. Oh wow, my daddy's from Nigeria. I was like, wow. My daddy came into like my daddy came into Indonesia in I think 1994 or something. I was like, wow.
yeah. Mm. So, any
Yeah.
cultural shocks?
Okay. Yeah.
Mm,
A lot of cultural shocks. Like, I mean, okay, so I told you that I think China is a very developed country, but
mm,
the people are not so like, developed
yeah.
like that. Yeah. Okay. Um I could go to places where, because in this world we have like different kind of races, right?
Mm,
We
mm,
have like the black race, um the Asians, you
mm,
know, Latinos, Americans, you know, like yeah, white people, black people,
mm,
Indian
mm.
people, and all that. Yes. You will go to a place in China where everybody looks at you like, oh my God, what kind of person is this? Being a black man in China is sometimes really gets to your neck sometimes,
Mm,
like
yeah.
especially when you're in a small city. You
Mhm.
wouldn't really see things like this in Beijing and Shanghai and you know,
Even those places, sometimes.
really.
Mm.
All right, because I mean, the times that I spend in Beijing and like big cities like that, I never experienced things like this.
Mm.
You would go to like you would go to a very small city and then there's traffic. All the cars are stopped. Everybody wants to look at you. They want to take a photo with you. And then when
Mm.
they find out that you can be able to speak Chinese, oh my God, then they want to die. Like, I mean, what?
Yes.
What kind of
Yes.
black man speaks Chinese? Like, but like I don't know, like everybody travels around the world. Like you go to places, you learn the culture, you learn the language and all that. Yeah. So but I get so surprised, like how possible? Like did you learn Chinese in your country? I was like, ah,
Mm.
I came here to learn the language. And then they get
Yeah.
so surprised. I remember one incident where one lady had to take a tissue paper to wipe my skin to see if like she was gonna see like, like the color of my skin on the tissue
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
People ask me a lot of crazy questions like, what kind of food
Mm.
do you have in your country? Like, do you eat rice? Does it rain in your country? Like, I mean, yeah. Like, is your country cold? Like, do you guys eat meat? Like, weird questions. People
Mm.
even ask me like, what color is my blood? Like, I mean, yeah,
It's
yeah,
blue.
yeah, exactly. Sometimes I tell them it's blue, and they're like, "What? Really?" I was like, "Yeah, it's blue." Sometimes you just play along with
Yes,
their,
yes, yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
with their
And
jokes and all that.
let me chip in this. There are also this group of people, this group of Chinese people who, no matter what you do, you can't please them.
Yes,
Like just
right.
like you said, there are those people who, when you start speaking the Chinese, they are
Hmm.
surprised because a
Yeah.
black person is speaking Chinese.
Hmm.
Okay, and
Hmm.
there's also that group of people. No matter the amount, no matter how fluent you are in Chinese, they'll tell you they don't understand what you're saying.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Because I understand sometimes people say Chinese are really racist. There is some kind of racism in China, though.
Yeah.
The racism in China, but like the kind of racism in
Everywhere
China is a
actually.
little bit everywhere. Yes,
Yeah.
everywhere there is racism. But the kind of racism that exists in China is sometimes funny because I
Mm.
think one, they're more racist to the guys, right? Yeah, more racist
Really?
to the guys. I think, yeah, in my experience, okay,
Mm.
in my experience, because the Chinese girls like us, so the Chinese guys hate on us because of that, you know. Yeah, that
and
the
and
same when.
no, I want us to stay there. Why do Chinese girls like black guys?
All right, because people talk about the myth that black guys are good in bed and all that, and
Mm. Oh, okay. I
and
didn't know.
people talk about this all over the world. Why,
I don't
why
know.
did
Me, I don't know. It's all I've not heard.
why did they come up with this term, like if you go black you don't go back or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the is good and everything, so they feel like,
Oh,
oh wow,
you're
yeah.
saying. I don't know.
Yeah, because I have Chinese female friends who sometimes share their experiences with the Chinese men. Like
Mm,
sometimes they feel like the Chinese men don't really please them enough.
mm.
And yeah, because I mean, this world you can have it all. You know, People talk about our
Oh,
skin colors. We are so black. We are so ugly. We are so this and that.
that you
But
are
I
good
mean,
in other things.
yes, you're right. And then I mean, we have a nice size of
Mm.
whatever, our pen
Please,
drive,
I'm a
you
kid.
know.
Size of what? I'm a kid, please.
Compared to the Asian men.
Mm,
And then there is this thing that sometimes the girls also want to experience somebody else. Some people don't really want to be with you. They just want to
mm,
try to, just want to try with you to see how it is like. Because I told you when we started talking, I was talking about media, like
mm,
what they see on the TV and the internet. Black
mm,
people are always portrayed as like we have some, black mamba that is like,
mm,
you
mm.
know, like so long and everything. And people sometimes they just want to see. Sometimes you start talking to a Chinese girl and she starts telling you, "Oh, can I see down there? Can you show me what you got?" I was like,
Hey,
"Yeah, yes, yeah, seriously." And some of them are
what
so
do they want to
fascinated.
see?
They want to confirm their suspicion, like what they've been hearing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just want to confirm, like, okay, is it really true? Because this is what we see on the internet, this is what we see on TV, and this is what we hear. So, like, I mean, is it really true? Can we see?
Mm, mm,
Yeah. So, like, the first time a girl asked me that, I was like, oh my God, really? Why? What reason? For what reason should
mm,
I show you, my. I was like,
mm,
nah. Yeah, but then as I kept spending time in China, I started realizing that, okay, right, this is how it is. Like, they also want to try something different. Yeah, and it's like that. Like, when you go to a country, people are crazy about like foreigners, and like, okay, I want to be with this person to actually have the experience, to have
mm.
to see how it is like, you know. Yeah, so I mean, you get a lot of girls approaching you. Hey, hi, handsome. Hey, hello, ni hao, ni tai shuai la. You're so handsome and all that. Like, yeah, they're so fascinated when they see black people. So that is why I think that the Chinese guys are a little bit envious of us. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, we do a good
Mm,
job in bed, I think.
okay.
Yeah,
Guys, I didn't say that. He said it. Okay. Not
I
from me.
think, I think,
Not from
yeah,
Mama C. I
from what
don't
I've
know anything
experienced.
about this.
Yeah, Tastes
Yes.
like that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. But do you think it's true? Is it true?
I think so. I
Eh.
think so. Yeah.
Okay. Me, I'm not married to. I'm married, but I'm not married to a black, so I don't know.
Yeah. I think so. I think so. It's not like I think so. I know so.
You
Yeah, I
know
know so.
so. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I know
because
so.
you're a black man.
I'm a black guy who has dated a Chinese before, so
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Please, my family members, don't watch this video. Okay, it's not for you.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
that's an interesting one.
Hmm.
Anyway, okay. So, what other culture shocks?
Okay, so yeah, so the culture shock also is with the food, some of the things that they
Mm,
eat. You know, you see a lot of like different kind of insects. I remember one summer I was walking through the city and then I went to like, the street food, right? You
mm,
see people frying insects, there are scorpions, there are beetles, grasshoppers, some worms, fried. All these are fried,
mm,
and you see people eating it and saying how delicious it is. Like, I remember one time I went out drinking with my friends and then they ordered a full bowl of fried grasshoppers.
mm.
You know, I'm like, oh God, can I try this thing? Can I
Yeah.
try this thing? Should I try it? Should I not
But
try
but
it?
do you know people in Ghana? Some people in Ghana eat grasshoppers or crickets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I I heard about the cricket thing, but I never ate the cricket before. But I
Mm,
think I've eaten the termites before. Yeah, the termites, and then people say it's a very good source of protein. You see the
is
the
it
termite that
the
fly
termite?
after the rainfall. When they are doing the
Okay.
nuptial fly. When they're trying to
Mm.
mate and everything. You
Mm.
know, after the rainfall. Yeah, so those ones.
Yeah.
I remember when I was young, my mom used to put a basin, under like in front of our door, like, and then like the termites fall into it and all that, and then she fries it like that, and it was really delicious when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that is why I really don't discriminate people. Like,
Mm.
whatever they eat. Somebody was like, how can you eat the frog? And like somebody was like, how can you eat a chicken? Look at a
Mm-hmm.
creature with feathers and a beak like that. How can he eat something like
Yeah.
this?
Mm.
So I mean, yeah, food is food. If you think that you
Mm-hmm.
want to eat it, yeah, you can just go ahead and eat it. You
Yeah.
know, yeah.
One man's
Like, I
meat is
mean,
another man's poison.
of
So
course, nothing is
yeah.
really true. Nothing is really true. But like, there are some things that I can't put myself to eat,
Mm-hmm.
like snakes. Like, I really hate reptiles, like, crocodile, and like, how crocodile is a delicacy here in some parts of China.
Mm.
Dog and some things like that, frogs, amphibians and all those reptiles. I really dislike them. Like, even a mouse. When I see a mouse, like, I just feel some way in my skin.
Mm.
Yeah, but I wouldn't criticize somebody for eating it. Although
Yeah.
I would say, oh, come on, it's a little bit nasty for me. I wouldn't want to have
Mm-hmm.
that,
Mm.
but I wouldn't really criticize you for eating that, because
Mm.
food is
Mm.
food. If you feel you
Yeah.
want to eat it, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
go ahead
assuming
and
you
eat
were
it.
born
You
a
know,
Chinese, I believe you would also end up eating these. So
of
the same
course,
thing.
probably
Yeah.
I'll be eating all those things like, yeah,
Mm.
frog and all that. Like, I was in China for like for close to 8 years, like 8 years in China. It was just last year that I tasted frog, like just a piece of it.
Mm.
They did it in the, like, you see how they did it, how they do the roast fish, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The cow you, I don't know if you've had it
Karo.
before, the roast fish and
Mm.
rice. I
Mm.
really,
Oh, okay. Cow
yeah, bush
you.
cow roll, just the cow you,
Cow
yes,
cow
cow
you.
you,
Yeah.
cow you, yeah. That you term is so funny, you know. Yeah,
Yes.
so that cow you, right? Yeah, so they did it like that, but then this was like frog legs,
Frog
you
you.
know,
No, frog.
and
No.
yeah.
Cow what? Cow. How do you say frog in Chinese?
cow cow niowa, because the bullfrog that they eat. Yeah, what a
Mm.
cow chinwa. The chinwa is the small one,
Yeah.
the niowa is the big one, right?
Oh,
The
okay. So I
bullfrog.
know the
Yeah.
chimwa. Yeah.
Yeah, the chinwa is the
Yeah.
frog, the small ones. That one I can't put myself to eat it. But you see the niowa, right? The legs. It's like
Mm.
it's fleshy. It's like chicken wings. Really,
Mm.
really fleshy. So yeah, so I tried a little piece of it once, and then I was like, okay, it's not bad after all. My boss was like, oh, go for more, go for more. I was like, no, 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 I'm cool, I'm good. You know, I'm okay.
Mm.
you know, because I couldn't really put myself to eating something like that. But I was like, okay,
Mm,
cool, let me just try. You know, let me just try. And then there's no harm in trying. I didn't really
mm,
have any allergy or anything like that. You see how Chinese people have a lot of allergies and all
mm,
that. I guess it's a surprise sometimes when some of my students tell me, "Oh, I'm allergic to mango. I'm allergic to this food. I'm allergic to bananas. I'm allergic to what?" I
mm.
was like, "Oh wow." In Ghana, I don't think nobody's allergic. Somebody's allergic to
No,
something.
even if
Like
you're
we,
allergic, you
we
will
just
eat.
eat everything. You will eat it.
You will
Yeah.
eat. Because that's
People are
what
allergic
your
to a lot of
parents or
stuff.
your
Yeah,
family is providing.
beans.
So you have to eat.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Mm,
yeah. You're right. You're right. So yeah, so the food is also a culture shock for me, and I get surprised at some of the things that I eat. Yeah, and then also like when you try to meet people, you see normally when we say hello to a girl or something, we can greet with a hug or something.
mm,
All right. Yeah, in China, we you cannot hug a girl who is not your girlfriend.
mm.
You know, there is that kind of, yeah, there is that kind of like they call it what, they are very traditional, they're very close, you know. And then this is what they normally do on the outside, but in the when you're with Chinese people in private, oh my god, they are some of the most craziest people on this earth. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah, yeah. So like, yeah, you cannot really just walk up to a girl, even if it's your friend, you've seen her for a long time. You cannot really, oh, how? I like, it's been a long time. Like, you could just get a hug or something. Now there's nothing like
Mm,
that. You can only
mm.
wave and stuff like that. So yeah, that really came as a shock to me or something like that. Yes, and then also what again? So there's the food, there is the low key racism, and then
The hug.
okay, the meeting, the yeah, meeting them and all that. And
Mm,
what else? Okay, yeah. So like it all boils down to the fact that they see you and then they get so surprised. I know
mm.
sometimes I'm walking in the supermarket, I buy my stuff, and then everybody's looking into my cart. Like, what have you bought? What does this
Yeah.
guy eat? Like, I mean, yeah. Like everybody's looking at you and like looking at
Mm,
you and looking into your cart. What really have you bought? Like, what is all this? What is yeah? So I guess it's a surprise. I asked my friends like, why are the Chinese people so concerned about my shopping
mm,
carts all the time in the
mm.
supermarket?
Yeah.
And
And you
she
know,
was like,
interesting
they want to
enough,
see what you guys eat.
yes.
Mm.
Interesting enough, we end up buying more than they do. And so they are wondering.
Of course.
And sometimes I'm thinking, are they wondering if you're going to be able to pay for all that? Or
Hmm.
they are, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. And then they
That's
ask you, like, "Nee, you got rent my gym, like, I mean, how can one person buy a lot of things? Are you living
mm,
with your family?" I was like, "No, I'm alone. I just want to cook my stuff. Like, I don't shop every time. Like, I
mm-hmm,
do my shopping like twice a month, you
mm,
know. So I get my veggies, I get my toiletries, I get whatever supplies I need at home, you know, provision and stuff like that. And then they get so surprised, like, wow, why do you buy a lot of things
yeah.
like that? It's like,
Mm,
yeah, because I like to cook my own food. You know, Chinese people they like to eat out a lot.
yeah.
You know, they like to eat out a lot. So yeah, so they cook at home once in a while. But we don't really
Mm,
do that. You
yeah.
see, because you cannot be eating Chinese food every day. You cannot be
Mm-hmm,
eating Chinese food every day.
mm-hmm,
One,
mm-hmm.
also, it's kind of expensive to eat out all the time. So it's nice and cheaper when you get to cook your own food and then
Mm,
you get to enjoy it more. Once in a while, you can go out for dinners, meet
yeah.
friends, and eat outside. You know, yeah. But it's better to cook at home. It's more healthy and all that. You know
Mm, mm,
how
mm,
they talk about how like Chinese people don't really clean their kitchens and stuff like that, like in the restaurants and all that. And then the white my, you
mm-hmm,
know, people
mm-hmm.
say it's so dirty and some of the videos that we see on the internet. So it's very important that, you know, we just buy our own food and cook at home. You
Yeah.
see, it's more
Mm,
healthy. Yeah.
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 So yeah,
Okay.
and you go to places, you go to places where maybe you go into the washroom. As soon as you enter the washroom, everybody was like, when you want to pee, everybody wants to look down there like to see what is gonna come out. You know,
Mhm,
seriously, it's so crazy sometimes. Like even the
mm,
guys are just so like so like curious about what we have in our boxer shorts. I was
mm.
like, yeah, why? Like, why does it concern you so much?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes they do not give you breathing space. They keep asking you a lot of questions and
Mm,
try to like. Okay, so now this city that I'm at is a very small city, and
mm,
then people come up to me every single day to take a photo with me. To take a photo with me, to just ask me a few questions. They are so curious. You know, that is why I tell you. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's also in Ghana. Maybe when you go to the very remote places, maybe when a
yes,
Chinese or a white
yes,
person goes
yes.
there, maybe they get
Yeah.
so surprised, you
Mm,
know. But I mean, this is a small city. It's not so big. It's close to
mm,
Beijing. Sometimes I
mm.
get so surprised when people look at you like that, and then they try to take pictures with you, and then you speak to somebody, and the person is so excited. Oh wow, I've spoken to a
Mm.
foreigner. Oh my
Yeah.
god, like jumping white government. Oh my god, white government like. Oh God, I'm just a human being like you, just that my skin color is different.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are things like that. You go to a restaurant, you want to eat, and everybody's looking at you. They try to see how you use the chopsticks, and then people even come with no questions asked, try to take photos of you.
Yes.
Just come and I mean, can you be polite? Can you just ask if I want? Can I take a photo of you? Can we take a photo together? Like no, you just come and start. Yeah. So there is
Yeah.
that. There's impoliteness also. So like I
Yeah.
feel like yeah, you need to be cultured enough because I mean most of Ghanaians will not do that.
Mm,
Just see somebody and rush up to the person and start asking a lot of questions and
mm.
yeah. So
Not to
yeah,
mention
sometimes it gets to my
those,
neck, but
yeah, not to mention those old people who put their hands behind them and they'll be
and then they keep asking questions upon
why is it
questions, you know.
yes, why do you do that?
hmm
Yeah.
It's just something that I cannot understand. Three main
Mm,
questions they ask you. Hey, can you speak Chinese? Two, so your country and China, which one is better?
yes.
Three, do you have a Chinese wife or a Chinese girlfriend?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm.
know, it's just like I don't know, like they are like they are controlled or something. Like every Chinese person
Yeah.
will ask you at least these three questions almost on a
Mm-hmm,
daily
mm-hmm,
basis.
mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
every day you meet somebody who asks you at least these three questions. You know, so Chinese people are funny like that. But then we have some really good Chinese people. Yeah.
Yes, it's true.
We have some really, 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 really good channel because I've met some amazing Chinese people who treat me like family. Like I
Mm,
mean,
mm,
I used
mm,
to spend Chinese New Year with them all the time. Like they're really loving. They're always there for me, and then they treat me as their own.
mm.
No, nothing like racism, nothing like looking at my skin color, seeing me different and all that. They really treat me very well. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, I'm really thankful for this country. There's a lot of things to learn from here, and
Mm-hmm.
then some of the people are really amazing. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm blessed to be in. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay.
China is
Mm.
beautiful.
It
Yeah,
is. It
yeah,
is. Yeah. Mm.
yeah.
Any good experiences in China?
Sure, of course. Um, Throughout my time here, I've created a lot of meaningful connections. I've been able to impact in others. Like my time teaching English here.
Mm.
Sometimes I just get random calls and then somebody tells me that, listen, Mr. Paul, you remember me? You taught me English when I was in a university. And then, I mean, I just like the way you used to encourage us. And because of you, I mean, there's this country, small country in China, in Africa, Seychelles.
Mm, mm,
Because of you, I might go to Seychelles and I'm working there. I'm speaking English pretty okay. And then, yeah, life is going on beautiful. And like, you also get people thanking you for helping them, encouraging them to learn English and all that. And also the experience, like for me, getting to experience this kind of development, you know, Ghana, where we come from, is not really developed like that. It
mm.
is developed though, but I mean, the level of development in China is like way above Ghana. For real, the truth is the truth. Yeah,
It
yeah,
is. It is.
the truth is the truth.
But
Yeah,
you said
China
it
is
says
so
developed
developed.
though. Like which part of Ghana is developed?
Oh, I mean, maybe Accra. There is
Ah.
something we can work with. something we
Well,
can
like
work
you
with,
said, we
something we
can
can
work
work
with
with.
it. Yes, but hmm,
Yeah,
hmm.
something we can work with. Yeah, I know, because I mean, the way people see like Africa, like it's a very, very bad place, and
Well, it's not bad.
sometimes
Yeah,
Africa is not bad. It's a very beautiful place. If our leaders can be able to, like, if it not only our leaders, but we as citizens also, we can have
yeah.
like that collective, like unity to build to know that this country is ours. Just like what the Chinese people are doing. They know that listen, all we've got is China. This is our country. We need to work it. You see how Mao Zedong started,
Mhm,
that woke, and then trying to working with the peasants, trying to let everybody stand up for China. Like I mean, this is ours. This is our country. We need to build it, stay strong in this country, unify ourselves, and build this country to a level that we would love. You understand? And then they did it. Why do you think it took China this amount of years to go from here to here? You know, yeah, that is what they do. They love the country, and then there's so much patriotism in this country,
mhm.
because you go out and all that, you try and look for a job and all that, and then you cannot even tell people you're from Ghana. How many people are proud to say they're the citizens of the country of ours? No.
Yeah.
How many people? You go to a job interview and they ask you, oh, I'm from America, I'm from UK and all that. Because yeah, they feel that people from Africa are not so developed and they're so poor and
Mhm,
all that.
mhm, mhm,
But the thing that okay, America, UK, US, yeah, because of what they've seen on the internet, all right, you see on what they see on TV. You
mhm,
see, because I mean, our country is nice, but we can make it beautiful if we take away corruption. If we work hard and know that okay, listen, this is what we have. How many people leave the country every year to seek greener pastures and all that?
mhm,
You
mhm,
know,
mhm, mhm,
sorry, you will graduate and then you won't get a job. The roads are bad. There's the problem with power, problem with water, and all that. You see, but I mean, China, have you ever seen them taking up the lights in China? No.
no.
And then this is a country of almost 1.5 billion people,
Mhm, mhm.
but still. And it's a semi communist country, but have you seen them protesting against the government, saying that they're not okay, saying that this and this
No.
is that, this is that? No. Last 2 days, there's a guy who delivers Kwaidi to me. The Kwaidi guy. I was like, I saw him yesterday evening and in a car. So like he just rolled on his glass and was like, hey, Paulo, Paulo. I was like, what? This Kwaidi guy has a nice car like this?
Mhm, mhm.
He was with his wife. They are going for dinner. So like no matter what you do, you can be able to afford life. Not
Yeah.
even afford life. You can be able to live life to a certain to certain comforts, to have that small comfort that you want to get,
Mhm,
But Ghana, I mean, like, there are
mhm,
graduates who are even still hustling, getting
mhm.
2K a month, 3K a month. I mean, what can you do with that?
You are even
Rent
lucky
is
to
so
have that.
expensive.
If people are taking less than that.
Exactly. And it's so hard. It's so hard. And
Mm,
look at Ghana, like we are what, about 35 million or 30, 34. I think we are
I think
35 million, right?
35, yeah.
They're about Yeah, 35 thereabout. A country of 35 million. Why can't we just also build a country to this level? You
Mm.
see, why can't we just do that? Look at the past president before. Like there was a lot of corruption and see how
Hmm.
everything was just messed up in
The most
Ghana. And yeah,
expensive hole in Ghana.
yeah, you see all this money is into the cathedral. I mean, for what?
Hmm.
For what?
Yeah.
Look at infrastructure, look at education, look at the hospitals. There are doctors right now who are graduated and they're not working, they're just staying at
Mhm,
home.
mhm,
Meanwhile, the hospitals are understaffed. They're understaffed. But then the doctors are home waiting for the government to call them to work. And these are junior doctors just at home sitting and waiting for what?
mhm,
For what? You understand? So I mean, we really need to sit up as Africans and try and build our own. What would I be doing here in China? No, I should be chilling in my house and seeing my family eating
exactly.
fufu, eating jollof rice, and
Exactly.
but like still, you're forced to leave because you know the kind of life you want to live. That's not what you
Mhm,
wanna, you know. Why will people graduate and still want to be here in this country? All right,
mhm,
because when you're going back home, you're going back to nothing.
mhm,
You know, you're going back to nothing. It's so hard, so, so,
mhm.
so, so, so hard,
Yeah.
But these people have really done well for themselves. And the people who even leave China, they just want to get the experience and they also want to get more because they know that when they go there, they're going to get more money. But how many Chinese people travel yearly? But look at the number of people that leave Ghana yearly.
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Yeah. A
A
lot.
lot of people, a lot of people leave the country because there's nothing there for them. You see. So I don't know. I don't know. So I mean the development here, look at I came to China in 2015, right?
Mm,
You
mm,
see that Bing Honcha, the iced tea, right?
mm-hmm,
I used
mm-hmm.
to buy 3 yuan.
And it's
3
still the
yuan.
same.
Now, yes, can you imagine? From 2015 to 2025.
Mm.
Can you
Even water,
imagine?
water is too quiet.
This water was 1 kwai. Now it's 1.5.
1.5, okay.
1.5. 10 years.
Yeah.
They added one
Mm,
mile to it.
mm, mm.
Mile to it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
I think
When I
Sabon
was
has
leaving
always
Ghana,
been too quiet. Is it? Yeah, Sabon.
okay, Sabon is always too quiet. Sabon and then
Mm.
Long Fu, the
Non
red
food.
one,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Long Fu
yeah.
has always been too quiet.
Too quiet, yeah.
Always been too quiet. Can you imagine? Yeah, so I mean, why won't these people be happy? Why would it riot against their government? You know, the government has made them so comfortable. I tell some of my friends, do you want to travel and live China? Leave to what? I'm comfortable here. I'm happy
Yeah.
here. I eat every day, 3 times a day, and I have
Mm-hmm,
leftovers.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
How many people eat 3 square meals in Ghana, get full, and then like how many people? It's so hard to be able to afford 3 square meals sometimes, unless you are in some kind of class. You get it. But then, like, what did Xi Jinping do in 2020? Poverty eradication. He was going to make sure every household is fed properly before they go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the leftovers every day. Look at the amount of leftover in China. Sometimes I get a surprise. I was like, oh my God, you Chinese people, you waste food a lot.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, there's always some for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. In
Yeah, there's
abundance.
always some for tomorrow. They come in abundance. You get it? In abundance. They live very well. That is why they're comfortable. You meet a Chinese person who hasn't left his or his city for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Some, I mean,
Even forever.
Chanda, right?
Yeah. Forever.
Exactly. Beijing is just 3 hours by bus, car, 1.5 hours by speed train to Beijing. What are they going to Beijing to do? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't feel like there's a need to travel or something. They're so
Yeah.
comfortable where they
Yeah.
are. You see, so I don't know. I don't know. So I think we really need to sit up as a country and then try and build Ghana, because that is what we have. Like, there
Mm-hmm.
needs to be patriotism, there needs to be hard work. You know, Look at these Chinese people. They can work like 8 hours, 9 hours. You know, straight. Like, and then but Ghana, somebody will work 8 hours, be running away from work. You go to government offices. People will come in at work at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's not that like proper structure. There's a lot of crime. There's a lot of cutting corners, and oh shit, it's just so bad.
Yeah.
It's just so bad. So Chinese have done
Yeah.
a lot for themselves. Yeah, develop. Like, I mean, when was the last time you held cash?
I don't
When was the last
remember.
time?
I don't remember.
I've been back in China. Yeah, yeah. It's been 2 years now. It's been 2 years now since I came back to China. I've never held cash in my hand. I've not even
Mm-hmm.
seen it. Where is
Mm-hmm.
it? I've not even seen it. My salary is paid through my bank account. It just goes there. When I go to the shop, supermarket, buy food, you can even buy lollipop. Anything you buy, you just scan and pay.
Yeah.
But go and buy something from somebody in Ghana and tell the person that you want to give him Momo. Hey, me Momo. Hey, what the charges
Mm-hmm.
never come home. Like, I can
Yeah.
charges. Hey, media, Koisi Kano, Momo, I say Koisi Kano for bra. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Go and take the money and come
And
in.
the
No, I'm not
charges
gonna take
are
no Momo.
outrageous in Ghana, like too much.
Yes, yes. But when you pay something with your WeChat in China, the same amount that you are paying, like the price of the thing, that is what you pay. You're not
Yes.
charged anything. Yes,
But in Ghana, you are charged for
you're
paying.
not charged anything. Yes, you are. You're charged for paying that. Look at I pay 700 RMB for my Wi-Fi a whole year. All
Mm.
right, 700 RMB, that would be like maybe 1,300 thereabouts in Ghana, and this is unlimited 5G for a
Yeah.
whole year, 12 months free, 365 days. It's running. But in Ghana, you buy like 250 gig for like I think it was 400 and something CDs, and that's 250 gig. Maybe use it for like at least a month. So you can imagine if you are using your internet all the time, going on YouTube, doing your research, watching videos and stuff like that, social media and things like that. How much will you be paying every month in Ghana? But you can't. How much are you even making? How much are you even making a month? You see. So I was in Ghana. I had my own players. I was making like 4K a month, but still it was so hard for me. So hard. People
Yeah.
were like 4K is cool, but 4K is not cool at all. It's
Mm-mm.
nothing. It's nothing at all. You know. Yeah. So I was like, nah, I cannot live this life no more.
Yeah.
That is why I decided to come back to China again. And so far so good. Things have been
Mm.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because this country is nice. It's easy, like easy, very
Mm.
easy. And why should living be so hard for us? Why should it be so hard? We can create our own comfort. We can create our own
Mm-hmm.
happiness. But
Yeah.
it's so hard to do that in Ghana. The system is going to frustrate the hell out of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look at how the roads are bad. Look how there's traffic everywhere and all that. You see, yeah,
Hmm.
seriously. And I don't know why. Like, what is going to happen? What is going to take somebody to stand up and be like, nah, this is our country. Let us build it. Let us enjoy it. All right. See what they're doing in Rwanda. Rwanda is a beautiful country. Last
Mm-hmm.
time I was seeing videos of it and all that, I was like, oh wow. So Rwanda is really developed like this. It's so nice. And Ghana can do the same. We have
Mm-hmm.
the resources.
And even better.
We have the manpower. Yeah. We just need the willpower to be able to do it. And say, nah, you know, and like how crime is being punished in China. You cannot just mess up and, see that minister who was killed recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, life imprisonment. Sometimes they take you and give you lethal injection. Yes, because you can't just mess up with people's tax and people's money
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
go scot free. No. Yeah, everybody needs to eat from that bowl. You cannot eat alone. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Because it's for the nation. It's for every single Chinese.
Yeah.
Just like how the country is for every single, like just like how our country is for all of us. We need to come together to do proper nation building. It's not just one sect of people enjoying the money. No, it's wrong. It's really wrong. So we need to really sit down as Africans. We really need to sit down as Africans. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. It's so hard for a lot of people.
Hmm.
Look at Ghana. Look at Togo. Look at the countries around us in Africa. It's so hard. You see, and when I see China from where they were to where they are right now, I mean, it's just so amazing. It's really
Yeah.
amazing. And it's doable if you want, if you really want to get anything in this world, if you want to achieve anything, you can do it. Just
You
put in the
can.
work, put
Mm-hmm.
in proper measures. Yes. So why is it so hard for us as Ghanaians to also have a
Hmm.
very proper developed country, you see? So, I mean, there's a very big question. Sometimes
Yeah.
we can talk and talk about this thing, but I mean, what can we do?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people will say, you just need to stay and this your country, build it and all that. But it's not just one person. It's not just one person. Yeah. If it's a collective effort, you can also stay and say, okay, all right, cool. Let us stay and build a country together. Okay, we see that our leaders are doing something proper. We can rally behind them and also, follow them and build a country together. But there's nothing like that in Ghana. Just a few people who are trying to do this thing. So that is why we've all run away. And you cannot blame us. You cannot blame us. You
It is
cannot
well.
blame us. Sometimes, yeah, it is well. It is well, definitely.
Mm.
Sometimes I wish so much that I'm home in my own country, seeing the people of my same skin color and all that. But you come here and Chinese will be bullshitting to you. But I mean, you just have to take it,
Yeah.
because I mean, you can't have everything. You can't have everything. Yeah. You just need to make sure that the good supersedes the bad. And then you're fine. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really happy to be in China. I
Mm.
mean, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad place to be at all. It's not a bad place
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Especially this winter. I wish winter is I don't like winter.
I know. I know. Winter sometimes really gets
uh
to your neck like that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just so,
Yeah.
and you have that bitter cold, especially when it's
Hmm.
windy in the snow. Oh shit.
When I have
It's
a
hitting your
beautiful
face like
weather
that. You
in
wake
my
up with a very
country.
dry nose. Yeah,
We have the
it's just
most
so crazy
in
because
fact.
Ghana is hot.
Mhm.
Yeah, Ghana is hot though, but when you have your AC, you're fine. And sometimes the weather is
Yeah.
not so bad like that. You know, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. So what about the winter in your place? Is it really cold?
Not as cold as the north, but it can be cold. Like
Okay.
we can enter the negatives. Yeah. And it snows here.
Oh wow. Oh, you guys are in the south. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Are you
yes,
guys in
yes.
the south?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can
Mm,
imagine. We are
mm,
in the north. I was telling you earlier that our heaters are already on, and we are just
mm.
in autumn. So you can imagine.
Yeah,
We've not
yeah.
even entered winter. Yeah.
Mm.
Where you can see
I've
temperatures as low as minus
experienced
20.
yeah. I've experienced the cold in the north also before. So I've experienced winter
Okay.
in Jinan, in Beijing, in
Okay.
Tianjin, and then in
Okay.
Shenyang. So I have a bit
Okay.
of experience, yeah.
Okay. Yes, 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 yes. You're right.
Yes.
Shenyang is
Mm.
another crazy place.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
really so the beautiful thing about it is that when it snows, the weather is pretty nice. I mean, you can
Mm.
even walk about with your open jacket and all that. But
Mm.
when the snow is melting, oh my God,
Yeah,
you don't even want to come
that's
out.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And when it's windy, it's really, really, really cold. Really, yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
But I mean, what can we do? It's nice. It's
Mm.
nice though. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But then if you have your partner, you can cuddle with, yeah.
of course. Yes, but I mean, I'm alone here. Oh, I have to cut on my pillow. Can you imagine? Man, it's so hard.
Anyway, that was
It's
just
so
by the
hard.
way, guys.
It's so hard. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's so hard. Yeah.
Anyway,
And then
anyway.
one thing
Mm.
about China is that yeah, that okay, so one thing also about China is that the opportunities here are kind of limited to a particular sect. Okay, so you're
Mm,
either working
mm,
in a company doing foreign sales or like international sales, or you are doing teaching.
mm,
Okay. So this is the two main categories where you can find yourself as a foreigner.
mm.
Okay. So if
Yeah.
your partner is not really into this field with you, it's
Mm,
so
mm.
hard. Why do you think I'm alone here?
We will come
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is one of the things about China. Yeah.
Mm, yeah. Okay.
Unlike the West where you can get a lot of opportunities, you know,
Mm,
yeah. China is just the opportunities are just limited to
limited.
a small category.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Any bad experiences in China?
Bad experience. Okay. Yeah, I've had a couple of bad experiences in China. I worked for one guy. Okay, so the thing is, if you are a student, you cannot work in China.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Most people don't know this. Sometimes some of my friends tell me, "Well, I won't come China, come hustle." Okay. China is not a place where you have that kind of hustle. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
even the young boys don't even do these menial jobs like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
construction and bricklaying and restaurant jobs and all that. Nah, there's nothing like that. You know, you see the old men, they are doing the constructions and things like that. You see, and then you cannot really come and say you want to come and do some particular kind of hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Like how in the West, a lot of people do care jobs. There are restaurant jobs. This menial. You can pick menial jobs around and do like for the meantime or something.
Mm.
Yeah, there's nothing like that in China. You are either teaching or working in a company, or you are
Yeah.
doing your own business. Okay, yeah. So the bad experience that I had was like I worked for a guy because I was a student, and as a student, you are not supposed to work, but sometimes
Mm.
you cannot really take it. You have to do
Yeah.
some underground things, and you're
Galamsey.
working and all that. Yeah. So, girl, I'm saying, what can you do, Charlie? How you if you do? You can go work. Yeah. How you can survive? You
Mm.
understand? Yeah. So I worked for a guy for a whole semester, and he kept promising he was going to pay me, he was going to pay me. And then he took all my money away. He didn't pay me.
Oh,
Okay. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? This is 3 months of waking up early and going to this kindergarten to go and teach. He didn't pay me.
I can
He
just
told me that,
imagine.
listen, yeah, he was a very wicked guy. Wicked guy. He was like, all right, cool. What can you do? You can go and report to the
Mm.
police. I don't have the money yet. I don't have the money yet. You wait. If you can't wait, just do whatever you want to do. You can go and report to the police. And which police are you going to report to? Oh, I was teaching with this guy. He didn't pay me. Ah, where's your work visa? You know? Yeah.
Hmm.
So, and also, I remember when then the iPhone, was it iPhone 6S came?
Hmm.
I bought
Hmm.
a new one. I was really happy about it. We went to a club one time, and then I would think I was drunk or something. I left it in a taxi. When I got to the dormitory, I was like, "Oh shit, my phone is in the taxi." And we started calling it. It rang two times, and it went off. The taxi driver took it. You know,
Oh,
yeah,
really? You know, it's
yeah,
my first time hearing this.
yeah. Really,
Yes.
it has happened to two friends before. So I really don't trust taxi drivers like that.
Oh,
Yeah, he took it. Yeah, he took
wow.
it. He put it off and he took it. Yes. You
Yeah.
see, he put it off and he took it. Yeah. So when you come first time in China and all that, they try to play quick one on you, especially when you don't
Yeah,
know the
that one.
language.
Yeah, that
I
one.
remember, yeah, I was taking picture. There's dacha and there's picture, right? Like in
Yeah.
Ghana we call it loading,
Mm,
right?
mm, mm,
Yeah, they
mm.
load, right. Cool. So they will make you pay for the whole set. Like I mean, like you've booked it. So from my city from my school to the city was 30 yuan, right? I
Mm,
will pay
mm.
30 yuan, and this guy will take it up in the car, and I will still end up paying the 30 yuan. I was like, oh my god! So they'll be cheating you like that, you know? They'll be cheating you like that. I remember one time, I was with my ex girlfriend. We're in a taxi. We're going to one
Mm,
other town to have fun, and then it was 35 RMB per head, right?
mm, mm.
When we got to the next town, the guy was like, the two of the man guy, Ibai, Ibai. I was like, Ibai, 100
100.
RMB, why? Yeah. I was like, is it not 35 for a person? He was like, okay, bring it. Okay, how that? Chish, ba. You see? So yeah, so there are good and bad people everywhere. There are good and bad
Yes.
people everywhere. Yeah, although there's some pretty amazing people in China, they're also
Mm-hmm.
bad people. So you need to be very
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah.
One of my
Yeah.
friends, yeah, one of my friends' wallets was stolen in a bus. You see, so yeah, so my phone was stolen by a taxi driver. I worked and I wasn't paid by another guy. Like yeah, and then I think so. Um, yeah, so far. This is some of the bad experience I've had in China. I've not really had a lot
Yeah.
of bad experiences in China.
Mm-hmm.
I've been always blessed. Like I
Yeah.
attract good things.
Okay. You attract good
Yeah.
things. Okay. We hear you.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite Chinese food?
Mala Xiangguo. I can eat it every single day.
Mm,
You know it?
no. I'm not into Chinese food, so
Mala Xiangguo, you don't know it? Oh, okay. That is my number one favorite food, Mala Xiangguo. All right.
mm,
So it's a pot. You have your vegetables, you have your meat, you have your shrimps, you have
mm.
squid, you have things like that, and then they fry it together, and then they serve it with a bowl of rice. It's so
Oh,
delicious. Oh my god. Yeah. When I was in school, I could eat Mala Xiangguo every single day. Like I can have it for lunch, and I wouldn't get tired of it. So that is my number one favorite food. Number two is kao yu, the
mm.
grilled fish with rice.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and number three should be huomenji. Huomenji, you know it, right?
Every Ghanaian's favorite. But I don't like it. I don't like Chinese food, so
Really?
I don't like it.
Okay.
And I
No,
don't
I
like
like I like
chicken.
huomenji. I like huomenji. Oh, okay.
Mm,
Huomenji is also really nice. Yeah. So malashango at number one, kauyu number two, and huomenji at number three.
mm.
Yeah. I also like the paigu. The paigu is also amazing.
Okay.
Paigu mi fan. Yeah. The ribs and then the rice.
Mm,
Yeah. So far, these are my favorite Chinese foods.
okay.
Yeah.
Paul, so if you were to leave China now, today, okay, what's that one thing you would miss or take along with you to Ghana?
If I was to leave China today,
Mm,
all right, the language number one, because the language, yeah, I think it's really amazing to be able to speak Chinese. I
mm,
remember when I was in Ghana, when I speak Chinese to people, and then they get so surprised. Some people even think they're like, "Oh, it's just a joke." Like, I mean, it's not real, you
mm,
know. But when because I did translation, I did Chinese translation when I came back.
mm,
When I came back to Ghana, like after school,
mm,
and the language has really helped me because I was working in a phone company. It was a Chinese company. And then later I had to join a construction company. And then yeah, I was working there just because I could speak Chinese. And then the money was pretty okay. So I think the language number one. And then like I mean the experiences that I've had here, the connections that I've been able to create, like how you can get to buy things from China and take back home, you know, to sell, or like I mean for your own self.
mm,
So that also is very important. And then like I've really created some meaningful connections here. Like I always tell people, China is always going to be my second home. Like I mean, no
mm,
matter
yeah.
what. When I have a family one day, I would love to visit China again and then, show them around. Because China has a very beautiful history, an interesting one. Their
Mm,
culture is also really nice. Yeah, so I mean, I will try and also take the language, the culture, and then yeah, and my experiences so far that I've had here. I mean, those memories are always going to live with me, and the friends that I've met. Okay, the friends that I've met, because I've really met some very special people,
mm,
like who have really made an impact on my life. Yeah, I'm always gonna carry them wherever I go, you see. So,
mm,
I mean, I'm really thankful for China. China has really taught me a lot of things, even the experience that I've had with friends, with the Chinese people, and then the places that I've been. Like, I mean, these experiences are gonna be with me throughout my life.
mm,
Yeah. So the
mm, okay.
language and then the culture, definitely.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Then the connection that I've created. Yeah.
Mm, okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Oh. Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed my time with you. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've shared a
Same
lot
here. Same
with
here.
us. Yes, you've shared a lot
Yeah.
with us, and I'm
Yeah.
very, very
Yeah.
grateful. Yeah. Um,
Okay.
guys, if you enjoyed
It's
watching,
okay.
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.